Okay, hello and welcome. It's Andy here, Talking Really, and this is take 2 because I didn't press the button to record. Never mind. It's about this disingenuous story that's on this video made by some idiot on TikTok. Have a look at it.
Blue badge holders across the UK are about to hear news that could change everything. A new government-backed update to the Blue Badge scheme could mean up to £3,750 in extra financial support for disabled drivers and passengers. For years, the Blue Badge has been a lifeline, giving people with mobility challenges easier parking and more independence. But now this change goes far beyond parking. Officials are introducing a special benefit package to help cover real costs like fuel, car adaptations, insurance and everyday expenses. The best part, if you already have a Blue Badge, you've already cleared the hardest step. Qualifying could be faster and simpler than ever. Imagine what £3,750 could mean for you or someone you love. Help with heating bills, adapting a car, visiting family, or simply easing the pressure of rising prices. Applications will open soon and every eligible badge holder will be contacted directly. Your move? Would you use the money for bills, travel, or something else? Comment below. Your answer could help others think of ways this support can change lives.
So they're claiming that anybody with a blue badge is going to get free money, £3,750. Which is a lie. You're not. It's a lie, and unfortunately a lot of the media out there has followed along with the same story. Places like Birmingham Live, for example, and they're notorious for this. However, the point is, this TikToker does this deliberately. He makes videos. About motability as well, claiming that people were getting given free cars. Yeah. And of course the Sun are now on the bandwagon and they're pushing this idea, and of course mainstream able-bodied people are now complaining, oh, you've got a free £50,000 car for nothing and don't pay it and I can't afford to buy a car, blah blah blah. Yeah, it's not free. And then the article is claiming that they're giving cars away to people for nothing, like for a broken toenail or autism. I mean, it depends on the autism, doesn't it? I mean, if they got physical or and they qualify for PIP, then they're going to get a motability vehicle. That's the only way I can see that you're going to get a car is if you qualify for a PIP, high rate. So it's very, very naughty that the Sun are doing this, and this is a video that they made.
Influencers are encouraging Brits to claim brand new motors on a taxpayer-funded disability scheme where user numbers have surged by 30% in 5 years. A Sun probe found one social media star with 25,000 followers had published a how-to guide on picking up a £31,000 car for next to nothing. The unknown balaclava-wearing bragger revealed that you don't even have to worry about pranging the motor, as insurance, tax and breakdown assistance are all included in the deal. An urgent review into the motability scheme, which now buys 1 in 5 new cars sold in the UK, is being demanded by MPs, as accounts show the company is sitting on £1.3 billion of cash. More than 815,000 people have a brand new motability car, and the scheme leased a record 170,000 new vehicles last year. Customers include people eligible to claim despite having no physical ailment, including for conditions like anxiety, depression and long COVID. Benefits claimants who receive the mobility allowance with their personal independence payment are eligible for the scheme, and they must exchange their £75 a week benefit for a car, which they lease for 3 years. And while it is considered a lifeline for tens of thousands of people with severe disabilities, critics now believe the vast number of top-of-the-range motors handed out is ripping off hard-up taxpayers. Figures show that the number of people who are eligible for motability because of ADHD has surged by 1,400% in only 9 years. And the rush to claim may be sparked by online talk about the scheme, with one influencer calling his motability car, quote, better than buying your own. And bragging that he'd paid nothing for his insurance, he joked, quote, all you have to do, boys, is just drive. If anybody hits my car, I'm laughing. Our investigation found another social media user telling how her 4-year-old autistic daughter would be, quote, driven around in style after she replaced their Vauxhall Zafira with a brand new Skoda Kodiaq. The family motor is typically worth £36,000, but is available on Motability for only £3,299. Other cars on offer include a brand new BMW i4 Sports model, which requires an £8,000 down payment. That's an 84% discount on its £52,000 dealership value. Many other cars are offered for no advance payment at all, including a Vauxhall Corsa normally worth £18,000. Motability was founded in 1977 to help people with severe physical and mental conditions live independently, though it's since ballooned in size. Shadow Welfare Secretary Helen Wheatley said, quote, "The Motability scheme is a classic case of a well-intentioned initiative that has got way out of hand. It is symptomatic of the country's spiralling welfare costs. I am horrified that benefits, funded by taxpayers, are going on top of the range cars." Asked to respond to our investigation, Motability insisted its scheme gave, quote, "incredible value to the disabled." They said they followed strict eligibility criteria set by the government.
Now, while we're talking about that and all of the crap that this guy said in the video, it does really annoy me because they just push this agenda of trying to get I know they want the Motability scheme gone because they reckon what was it, 1 point something billion they've got in. I don't believe that for a minute. And if they have got it, then they should be discounting the cars more for disabled people instead of charging us people like what I had to pay, nearly 3,000 quid that I didn't have. I had to go to the bank and get money out of the bank, like a bank loan, to pay for my car because there was no other choice, because the grant scheme, the so-called grant scheme, refused to help me because I wouldn't have an EV, and that's another story we're going to get onto in a moment. But the EV, I didn't want a fucking EV. I didn't want it, and they wouldn't not give me a proper car. So they said, well, we can't help you then. Pay for it yourself. Of course, I was at the point where I had to get a car because my car was going back. So it's very, very naughty and disingenuous of these idiots out there who are making these videos, and also the Sun and other media, to push this whole idea that these cars are free. They're not free. God almighty. Anyway, the story that we're talking about here is the blue badge thing and the free money. It ain't free, and it ain't for the blue badge. It is a discount scheme, right? So let's have a look at the Sun. Here we are in the Sun. It's an EV scheme which goes live, and you can get a discount of up to £3,750 off a car, off a new car, but the car has to be 37,000 or less, and it has to be an EV. Now, of course, they're doing this, but most of the people who have i.e. blue badge or on the Motability scheme, are not going to be able to afford it to get an EV, and they are heavily discounted anyway. But who wants an EV, for God's sake? And of course, they're saying there that they've estimated that 11,000 blue badge holders may not be able to get it because of the affordability of them. And of course, the end of it is half of the practical models may not be on the scheme because they are cost too much, or they are too small, or whatever, because obviously people may need wheelchair accessible. I mean, there are a couple, but who wants an electric? I certainly don't. Here we are. Local councils are the ones that deal with the blue badge, so it doesn't make any difference. This is a story that they put out there that you're going to get free money if you've got a blue badge. It's a lie. It's nothing to do with the blue badge. If you are on PIP though, you will get, I mean, even there it says in England it costs £10, so it's not free. In Scotland it's 20 quid. In Wales they're free, so let's all move to Wales. But if you're not eligible for PIP, then you probably find it very difficult to get a blue badge. But the scheme that they're on about is the motability scheme, and they imply that the scheme is giving away free cars, and they're expensive cars. Things that would cost 50, 60,000 quid for nothing, for a broken toenail. Because this is what they're on about. And depending on the grants that you get, you might save a little bit of money. But here are the EVs, the models, and most of these are on the scheme because they are average price cars. But I mean, for example, the Combo Life, which is electric, and that would be big enough for a wheelchair type vehicle. But when I looked at it, I tried it, and I didn't like it. So no good for me. Anyway, so yeah. But you can see this is like the point I'm trying to make is these stories are not helping. And I think this guy, this TikToker, I've had it out with him before. He wears a balaclava. You can't see his face, basically, or he does a voiceover. He doesn't show himself. And he's making these videos purely to make money and clicks. And he's producing misinformation. It is wrong information. It's not even near the truth. I mean, and he brags on it, apparently, that he has a car, 50,000 quid. He got it for nothing. He doesn't pay insurance, blah, blah, blah. But the point is, it's not free. And if it was 50,000, he would have paid some to that. And also, if he has a crash, it will cost him 100 quid plus. So it ain't free. I'm sorry to labour the point, but it's just doing my head in. And there we go. So that's the story. Comments down below. I know you have some, so please share. See you all soon. Bye for now.